Welcome back to Reclaim Fresno here on CentralValleyTalk.com. We're here with Sandra Faith, the Eclectic Muse. Welcome, Sandra.
Thanks so much for having me.
Sandra here is opening a new boutique here in the Tower District, and so we brought her on the show tonight to give us a little sneak peek, a little preview, tell us what it's going to be about. She opens this Saturday, July the 28th. What time do you open in the morning?
11 a.m.
She opens at 11 and you close at?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. So this Saturday, and the address?
Is 548 East Olive.
548 East Olive. It's right next to the Mezzo House. If you're not familiar, it's right next to Russo's and the Mezzo House.
Across from Peach Pit.
Across from the Peach Pit. So.
Okay, I think I know where that is in my head,
in your
going
head.
down the street.
Yeah, definitely. I know. Tower's one of those places where you'll mention something and people, because I've been telling people, oh, where the gay and lesbian novelty store used to be, and no one seems to know where that was. So we're going to get people to know where you're at. You're going to be the one that we're going to say the Eclectic Muse, and they're not going to ask, well, where's that?
Yeah.
So we're going to get that fixed right here, right now on this show. So Sandra, what brought you to the Tower? I ask everyone this. What brought you to the Tower with your business?
Actually, what I love is I was very familiar with Los Angeles, Santa Monica, West Santa Monica. And I love the art community. I love the theater. I love the restaurants. So I wanted to be a part of that. And I bought a house up the street off of Van Ness and was just absolutely inspired. And I wanted to figure out how to be down there.
Oh, it's one of those neighborhoods where when you come into it, you realize that you're in something different than the rest of Fresno.
Totally true.
I mean, there's never a mistake. Every day I personally will come down Van Ness off the highway and go into my shop the long way just so I can drive down Olive Avenue and see all the great new things going on in Tower.
Yes, I agree.
So your shop is, it's a little bit of everything. Tell us a little bit about, do we have pictures that she can look at while she's, let's bring up some of those pictures and let her tell us about what she's got going on in the shop. If you look at the monitor in front of you, it'll show the pictures that we're looking at.
Okay, what I'm very interested in is some of the mosaic pottery. I have some great tables, the shabby chic vintage furniture. I'm working with a gentleman named Andrew who has his own technique. And then, of course, the lingerie, the funky lingerie. I'm refabricating a lot of these pieces that are made so well. I cannot believe that some of the pieces are 50 years old. That
50
I can
years
actually
old,
50
really,
years
that
old.
vintage.
Very vintage. So it just tells you the straps, the casings, they're just made really, really well.
That's why I got into upcycled. I mean, that's why Urban Upcycled does it, because we find with old products were made so much better that refacing those is so much better than dealing with new products.
I absolutely agree.
Now you're doing something though, whereas you have that as well, you've been showing me all these great little items. Your shop's got really unique, locally made items as well. Some of those, let's get a few more pictures of those. She's got some really great different locally made stuff. Here's pictures of furniture. Let's move to the next picture. I think we've got some of the more handmade items, like these here. Yeah. Now, what's this here?
Okay, so we have local honey, which I love because I have...
Oh, you're selling local honey.
Yes, I
Ooh,
have terrible
love honey.
allergies. So I'm working with a company in town. Again, it's local bees. Love this product. I also do the beeswax, which I'm kind of very excited about. The guy I'm working with, Harrison Crawford, is 16 years old. He's an aspiring entrepreneur. I told him I wanted 100% organic beeswax line, so he is King Bees, and that's going to be really, really exciting.
That's always an interesting, nice when we get these products that no one else here carries.
Yes.
I really love that.
Well, not to mention that you're an entrepreneur that's promoting someone that's up and coming. Well, 16 years old. I mean,
16 years old. I said he better get an A+ on his, summer assignment this year because it's fabulous. And actually, the people that have come in, like Steve with Honey Company, everybody loves so far what they're doing. And they have these little cans that they're recycling as well. And the feedback so far, and I haven't even been opened, is amazing. I've already sold a couple of them, so I'm really excited about it for him.
I love to see young people getting out there and saying, you know what, we're not even graduated from high school, we're going to start building something now.
Yes.
Gosh, if I'd have started 10 years ago, I can only imagine where I'd be by now. Most of us, we make that mistake. We think we got to go get a regular job.
Yes.
So I love that there's people out there
who are making their own way.
Who are just making their own way from
Yeah.
the day they graduate high school. It's really a neat experience.
Yes.
I have to mention this vest you're wearing. This vest here is made of ties.
Vintage ties. I came across some great antique vintage ties. And actually, it's just a way of refabricating the vest. And then, so I'm working with a local gal named Thalia. She's a fabulous seamstress. This was our trial run today.
Okay.
And then she took one of the edges of the tie and made the most amazing cell phone holder.
Oh, I see that.
How great is that? I can have business cards. I can put it in my back pocket.
See, here at Reclaim Fresno, we love to play with things. So
Yes.
I love when people bring toys for
This
us.
is so cute.
That's
yeah,
it.
and it's got and it's a little bit wider here at the top because you can see where the tie was. And it's a beautiful material. That's great.
And
Very exciting.
well, yeah, you know what I really loved about when I came in your shop is it looked like nothing else I've seen, because you have vintage lingerie as well. I noticed and like vintage wedding dresses and such.
I have vintage wedding dresses, a lot of old baubles, I call them. I love. And as you can see, again, this is Harrison, my 16-year-old entrepreneur. Those are made out of Coke can lids.
Wow.
He loved, ran with my color turquoise. Then I have an old antique watch and an old vintage pearl bracelet.
Yeah.
So I personally, and that's where eclectic came from. My style has always been very expensive antiques down to a modern, throwing in, an ice blue pillow, of course, with my cheetah print.
Okay.
So that's where the eclectic came, and then also I spell it IK because it's like I collect things.
We
and I
wondered
collect
about
different
that.
things. I'm also a national championship pool player, so this
Oh,
has been
boy.
kind of a really
That's
fun
awesome.
experience, taking kind of the more serious side of me, very rigid, very geometric, down to this fun, eclectic muse kind of side. So I have a muse board
Yeah.
that's refabricated out of we work with recalled baby crib items, and we're making shelving and pot holder hangers and different things, which I kind of like. So I have my own little muse board that I work with in my office.
You know, that's really interesting because I noticed all the crib pieces. And I thought, okay, that's a really clever way of displaying things. But now that you're saying that these are recalled cribs, that's what a great way, because, I mean, a recalled crib isn't even useful in any way, shape, or
in
form.
any way. And it's a way of getting them off the street. I have, again, locals that I work with that go in our areas that cover the valley, and we take them and get them off because infants are dying all the time because people just aren't aware that
Yeah.
they've been recalled. So we have a huge list that we work with.
Well, that's really amazing. And what's even better is, like I said, that you're finding a way to use this item that really doesn't deserve to be used in its traditional fashion. I mean, that's really cool.
Other
I mean,
than the woods, phenomenal.
Mhm.
It's great pieces that you just can't find anymore. So it's exciting.
yeah. And then you're doing jewelry as well.
Yes.
I know that I saw a large jewelry case in there. So you're doing jewelry. Now, is it locally made jewelry? Is it vintage, collected? What kind of jewelry?
It's a little bit of everything.
Little bit of
so I
everything.
have some really nice, ornate, antique pieces, as well as some modern, local vendor-made
Okay.
pieces that are fun. And
I
again,
love
my style is I
vintage
love
jewelry.
to mix.
So
Yes.
I'll be in there.
And now,
So exciting.
your background. I remember we got talking one day. We have somewhat similar backgrounds in that we were both in the business
Yes.
office, bookkeeping, and now tell us what made you say, you know what, I'm taking it from here to here.
I have a wonderful home in Old Fig Garden. I had a home-based office. I still do a lot of construction work and contracting in Las Vegas where my business is. And it was one of those fabulous spring days. The window was open. The jasmine was so fragrant. And I said, why couldn't I do this as well as run a great shop? So that's where the idea came. And then Saab Salem, who's my landlord, the owner of
Okay.
the Maisie House, just fabulous. So everything kind of just fell into place.
That's
And
so,
that's what I thought. I love the inspiration that this community has brought. I think the most exciting plans, and I know that you'll be involved, and I met some other people here today being a part of the show, is a community garden. I have a great
Ooh.
backyard. So I want to be able to work with, Fresno High maybe, some of the Boy Scouts, some of the different children, as
Yeah.
well as promoting some of the organic gardening.
Well,
And I don't have a green thumb, so I'm excited about learning.
keep me in the know on that one. I mean,
That's pretty ambitious.
Yeah.
That's a great thing.
Yes. And then I
That'd be
work
really-
closely with my neighbor. She moved into the back area of the property. Margaret, she does great massage therapy.
Oh.
So it's going to be kind of a joint effort. And again, the Maisie House is all organic, which I love.
Do you know what I've found my shop's been here in the tower for a little over a year now, and what I found about the tower, teaming up is the best way to do it.
Yes.
I've teamed up with anybody who will take me. If you're willing to work together, I am all about it, because Tower District, as you said, it's so communal. I mean, it is this last, as I call it, the last stronghold community in Fresno.
Yes.
Is the Tower District. And so that's really cool that you got that from day one.
Yes.
Get involved in the community, get involved with local artists, and make it about something bigger than just yourself. And I think that is so amazing, because very few people think in those terms in business these days.
Absolutely. And the music, I'm excited. In my particular location, 548 East Olive, it's kind of fenced off, so I'm excited about having different artists come and just perform. It's just a great place to be able to walk around for kids, for families, individuals. I love our community.
Well, excellent. Let's get all your information out there one more time. We're about ready to go to another commercial, so I want to make sure we get your information out. Now, the shop, the boutique is called the Eclectic Muse. It opens this Saturday at 11 o'clock, the 28th, and it is open till, what was the time again?
6 p.m.
Till 6 p.m. And then what are your regular hours going to be?
It'll be 11 to 6.
11 to 6.
Monday through Saturday.
Monday through Saturday. Excellent. And the address one more time.
548 East Olive. And I just want to kind of throw out there, I'm hoping that I get the reputation of being the lemonade lingerie lady. I will always have fresh
lingerie
lemonade.
Lady.
Come in for a sample.
That's
stuff.
That's gonna be your new
Lemonade
name.
lingerie
The Lemonade
lady.
That's me.
LLL lady LLLL.
LLL,
Lemonade lingerie lady
Eclectic Muse.
LLL.
Yeah, just
Yes.
3 L's.
The 3 L's. The Lemonade Lingerie Lady. You heard it first here on Reclaim Fresno. We've got a quick commercial break, and then we're going to be back with Kristen and Raul, cast members of Beau Jest, here in the tower at Second Space Theater. So stick around. We'll be right back.